Good morning, everyone. I'm showing the 3/16/2013 $1,500 put. And we've been featuring this trade last week. We bought and we sold it, and we bought it again down toward the lows here. It has a $7 move. The last print was 26.57. What I would like to show is that there was 1,000 contracts, which is probably a $2.7 million position, and they paid 27.05 on that 1,000 contracts. Right now, the time is 9:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is the timestamp. You can see where all of the volume, bigger volume, was coming in at $25 a contract. Then that has a total of 13,000 contracts traded. And 500 was bought here at $27, 1,000 block. We'll be updating this again. We just want to get the timestamp for our Worldwide Trader Network for people that are trading the S&P 500 or NASDAQ 100 index options. On reversals, we buy puts. On calls, we buy to go up. This is a major update as of right now, 9:46 a.m., which would be 12:46 Eastern Time. Markets are having their correction that we talked about, selling into rallies because the bull run has gone extremely high. And the best time to do is to start trimming, raise cash to buy pullbacks and to trade the ranges. We were due for this pullback from yesterday's big move, and that was on Friday now with the jobs report number. And what I can say is that on the S&P, along with the Dow, which is right here, and we talked about selling into it, 14,000. We came down to 13,886. That's a $142.96 range, intraday range on the Dow. And so basically, what I am telling people, we're 117 points off of that high right here on the Dow, and 2581 points off of the intraday low in the Dow right here, with the total range of the Dow and the low of the Dow, and each line is 9.95, and selling into the Dow is the right thing to do. Once again, here are the $1,500 puts. They're March 16th. They're only tradable like we did before. We buy and we sell them. And when we have a reversal, that's the side of the market that you can take the gain out of. The calls are going to come down in value and the puts are going up in value. And you can see the big money moving in here again. And we will update this again toward the closing day. Just remember, as of this time frame, at 9:48 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on 2/4/2013, you got 13,726 contracts that are traded, and that's got a $5.10 range. So 22.40 being the low and $5 up from there. And we own them at, we bought them again down and we sold them. We bought and sold them last week at a higher price than what they are right now. Everyone knows about that trade. And we'll update this later. There's your volume count. And someone just bought another 500 contracts right here, folks, at $27 print. There's the $27 print, and there's the 500 contracts. That's big money. So our bigger institutional people are getting on the side of the trade, and 500 here and 500 here. That's 1,000. There's 2,000 of them. Now we're at 14,226. Once again, we own them at the wholesale bid. So they're up here now. And based on any great bull run, we have to have pullbacks and bull runs, sell into rallies, raise cash. Then as these pullbacks and these indexes work their overbought processes off, hey, then we'll look at how to go long, buy calls on the S&P once they finally can find an area where we're going to pull back during this month of February. And today, right now, it's only intraday trade for us, but we're going to take our gains because we're down toward the lows and this is up at the highs, and we're going to see just how much the S&P 500 will pull back today and or over the next few trading days. We're still in the bulk of the S&P 500 earnings. The bull tone is very bullish out here. The Dow is recovering intraday. And here are all NASDAQ down 36 handles, NASDAQ 100. Uh, so these are all the reversals that we talk about from overbought markets. And once again, this is this time frame. Go to the website, stockmarketfunding.com. You can clearly see that when we were doing our training over the weekend on 2-2, Dow Jones sell 14,000, sell into rallies and raise cash. We did this all before the fact, not after the fact. And you want to raise cash to buy pullbacks. And stocks get a little bit extended at times in bull runs and the way the earnings have been working. And there's a lot of stuff going on around Europe again. And so basically, this is where we're at. And these were the analyses that were done. And there's, always a time to take profits. You don't have to sell completely everything, but you want to raise cash to buy dips.